guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. Another moment in time for a virtual unveil. We'll keep bringing you these until we are back at those auto shows like the New York Auto Show, Detroit, and LA. But in the meantime, we got big news coming from Kia. It's not just about a new badge anymore. We have some refreshing updates on the 2022 Stinger GT and GT line. So without further ado, let's dive into really the car that got us all saying, is that a Kia? And having our minds blown. So let's see what's in store for 2022. And there it is. There's the 2022 mid-cycle refresh of the Stinger GT. Right away, you're gonna notice some new headlights. All are gonna be standard LED headlights, signature LED daytime running lamps. I love the nice dark chrome accents on the Stinger GT. That's a new exhaust system. And the great news is they listened to Rady's Rides, they accepted the Zonk challenge, and they actually undid a Zonk. That's an active exhaust where it's got its own unique sound and new 19-inch wheels on that Stinger GT. So let's talk about some of the things going on while it's rolling down the street here. Obviously, this is in California. That is the main headquarters of where Kia Motors USA is based out of, and the design studio where they design vehicles like the Telluride, like the Carnival, and the Seltos. So looking at the vehicle, like I said, you're gonna get the new lighting. You're also gonna be getting geometric wheels, 18-inch and 19-inch available. The Zonk that I'm seeing right up top, you're still getting fake vents on the hood. They look good, but they're not functional. Would be nice if they were functional, but it's great to see that they kept those side corner vents, which are functional. You'll notice the dark chrome finish on that side fender vent. And really with the wheels spinning, those 19-inch wheels look super, super sharp, especially with the quad tip exhaust. I think that's one of my favorite features of the car. I'm so glad they moved in a direction where it just says Stinger right across that back portion of the Sportback design. That gives it that nice, sexy silhouette, but also gives it the major versatility. Now, your trims are gonna be GT line, GT1, GT2, and then guess what? Come like around mid-spring or late spring, they're gonna have a Scorpion edition. And if you're wondering why they call it the Scorpion edition, think about it. Stinger, Sting, Scorpion, that hurts if you get stung by one. So that's why they're coming out with a Scorpion edition. Now the Scorpion edition is gonna be available in Snow White, Aurora Blue, Ceramic Silver. It's gonna have a custom special rear spoiler, more blacked out touches, and unique black wheels. So that's gonna be the Scorpion edition, which is gonna be coming later. But GT line gets you in, GT1 is mid, and then GT2 is gonna be that top trim. When we're talking about horsepower, we are getting a little bit bump in horsepower. So you're looking at that 3.3 liter V6 twin turbo. Now it has 368 horsepower. So a nice slight bump, 376 pound-feet of torque. It is still going to be mated to an 8-speed automatic only. Would be nice if they had a manual in this. Wouldn't that be kind of mind-blowing? But the great news, they have added launch control, and you're still going to be able to get it rear-wheel drive or with that torque vectoring all-wheel drive system. Projected MPGs around 18 in the city, 25 on the highway, and 0 to 60 in around 4.5 seconds. Looking at the side, I'm telling you, one of the things that makes me want a Stinger GT, even still to this day over a G70, a Genesis G70, is the beautiful silhouette. That quad tip exhaust, that great LED lighting going across that top portion there on the back of the vehicle. I love the way they have the side sills that drop down. And let me know what you think about the wheels. I'm digging them. I'm just curious what many of you are thinking about it. It looks like it has a nice machined aluminum finish with some gloss black in there. Up front, you're getting still that tiger nose grille. Look at the new Kia badge. I think they did a great job transforming the standard badge into something unique, something that stands out and really looks ornamental on that nose there, right above the tiger nose grille. The signature daytime running lamps look really, really sharp, very distinctive. And when you go like the GT2 route, you're gonna be getting full LED everything. Headlights, taillights, turn signals, the whole shabam. The dark chrome finish, the nice brushed aluminum all over the place. There's that Stinger logo, looking classy. Really looks Italian. This car has such an Italian and German flair. There's that lower diffuser. We're gonna zonk the fake vents, that fake vent design, but we're not zonking that quad tip exhaust. Nice close up on the wheel with the Kia badge, looking sharp. And having that ability for launch control, I think is just gonna make the driving experience even more. Underneath the hood, same engine cover. I wish they would have done something a little bit on that, but you do have those massive braces at the front to stiffen up the front. And then on the inside, guess what? We have some changes. Standard 10.25-inch infotainment system. Of course, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. I still love those circular AC vents. You're gonna get more silver and just a little bit touches of gloss black in here or there. There's that nice aluminum finish. I think it really gives it a super clean look. A little gloss black heavy around the AC controls, but other than that, that 10.25-inch screen, nice horizontal display. Of course, you'll have ventilated and heated seats available. I guess I'm gonna probably say, and you put it in the comment section, first of all, that steering wheel looks great. Flat bottom with the GT badge and the Kia logo. I think the biggest zonk many of you are gonna say is right there. You were probably expecting 12 inches. Listen, there's been people let down by that many a time. And I don't know, I like the analog gauges, but I know many people wanted a 12-inch digital display, especially on the GT, whether it be GT1 or GT2. It's gonna be interesting how people accept that and whatnot, but you do have an updated 4-inch display and an updated 7-inch display with those lane watch cameras, which are great. But I love the aluminum finishes on the door panels, the nice classy stitching, the way they did the door handle there. It extends off. It's all the fine touches, and I think that's really where people's eyes just perked up when this car became available to the public. You got the Harman Kardon sound system because they weren't expecting this from Kia. The GT logo on the headrest there, that nice massive sunroof going on, even the bolstering. It's very substantial, but nothing that's going to cause you to be like, man, I shouldn't have had that third burrito. You're still going to feel good. And sitting in the back, even with that low sloping roof, you still got plenty of headroom. I know I personally can't wait to get my hands on one of these to really see if we could feel that horsepower bump. What's it going to feel like using the launch control? But I'm definitely not going to be let down by the fit, feel, and finish of this Kia GT, this Stinger GT. And then you have the 10.25 360-degree camera. Next up, we have the GT line. So I think there's a little bit bigger news for the GT line because of the power increase. So what we're looking at with the GT line, you're still going to get obviously the different wheels. You're still going to get the LED headlight standard, those signature daytime running lamps. Remember, 18-inch wheel, and then if you want to bump it up to 19-inch on the Stinger GT, those are your options. You're also going to be getting more power. So under the hood of the GT line is going to be a 2.5-liter inline-4 turbocharged engine, mated to an 8-speed automatic, just like the bigger brother, the bigger horsepower brother. You're looking at 300 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in around 5.1 seconds. So not too shabby for the GT line, which is your gateway into, that's the gateway drug into the Stinger lineup. Now, you can get it rear-wheel drive, and you could also get it torque vectoring all-wheel drive. MPGs estimated right now, 22 in the city, 32 on the highway. So not too shabby, but the great news is you're gonna get that great same style. The tiger nose grille. You are gonna get the same zonk though. Those fake vents on the hood, they look good, but they're not functional. I really like the small tweaks that they did to the front fascia to make it more aggressive, but not deviate too much to where you're like, what is that? Now I know for the Genesis G70, there is a big redesign, or I should say a refresh. I was thinking redesign because they really went crazy on the front end. It's going to be interesting to compare these two once we get our hands on them here on Rady's Rides in person. But I love this new signature color, really, really sharp, and then you're going to get the same great touches. I think with the GT line, what they should have done is instead of going quad tip exhaust, just do one exhaust on each side to kind of differentiate the GT line from the GT. But I guess the good news is if you go GT line, you're basically going to get a very similar looking Stinger, whether you go fully loaded GT2 or the GT line. Some of the other things you can expect to see is the availability of Napa leather in a Stinger GT product. So that's something new that they're bringing to the table. But I'm very happy with the way they went with the front end styling. I think it's not time yet to go something too aggressive. The dark chrome finishes really set it apart. Those LED daytime running lamps, I think, and this may, there may get some debate about this. I think they're doing some of the best daytime running lamps ever from Kia, whether it's the Seltos, the Telluride, the Carnival, or this new 2022 GT line. Tell me in the comment section, what do you think about those 18-inch wheels? They look kind of hard to clean, but I'm thinking when it's sitting there, they're looking pretty sharp. I like just like the bigger brother, the machined aluminum. I'm glad they went with a little bit different style wheel to differentiate the two. You got that diffuser at the back, looking sharp. Obviously, we're gonna see in person just how gloss black heavy it is. With the sunrise here and people eating their cereal and their breakfast, it's kind of hard to see with the glare from this video footage that we got from Kia Motors USA. But there's that great sharp looking badge. I know a lot of people were like, they need to change the badge, They changed it and then people were complaining about that. So sometimes you can't make anybody happy, you might as well make yourself happy. But I love the style of the interior. I'm not a big cream guy, but the good news is that it balances nice with the green. And if you're wondering, is that a green? Yes, that's a green on this Stinger. Now, the GT line is a little bit more gloss black heavy. So if you have a phobia or if you're allergic to gloss black and you haven't had your shots, you might have to go all the way to the Stinger GT because the GT line has more of that gloss black. The good news is 10.25-inch screen. And if you were hoping for 12 inches in the GT line, once again, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to get the analog gauges just like the GT. But like I said, I think analog gauges work. I know there's this big thing going on where large groups of people are protesting, get rid of analog gauges. It's one of those things, but we don't have to worry about it with the Stinger GT. You do have your drive mode selector knob. That's always nice to have those different modes depending on how you're feeling. And one thing that really I think a lot of us forgot is the Stinger GT brought this smart system. You're looking at that digital display, which is around 4.2 inches. A lot of you guys can relate to that. That screen size has everything, all the readouts. So when you're turning the knob to the mode selector, it actually gives you the options right in front of you. Or if you turn on the windshield wipers, it tells you high, low, intermediate, so that you don't have to look at the windshield wiper stock. It's stuff like that that just makes driving a lot more easy so that you're not searching all over the place. But the seats in a Stinger, very comfortable. I can't wait to not only get behind the wheel of a GT line, but of course the GT. We want to go big. I'm not going home. We're going to go big though on Rainey's Rides and get our hands on a GT. So I'm so glad to bring this to you. I know there's a lot of people that are becoming diehard Kia fans, and I'm all about it. I think that Kia is doing some great things. Nice to see them changing their way that they're viewed and really kind of just surprising the hell out of everybody. But if you want to keep seeing this virtual unveil first info like this, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rainey's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you, I had to swallow there. Just for you, click the first link, become a Rainey's Rides Patreon member. Click that second link, get yourself some No Zonks Rainey's Ride shirts. We got to give it up to definitely No Zonk on Lori. She sets up this studio like a champ. She's out there every day filming with me, 10, 15, sometimes 30 cars a day. She's getting it done. So show her some love in the comment section. And just like always, guys, I'll see you, and you on the next